I'm just going to do a quick video on my kitchen gadget must-haves. I'm going to talk fast, so if you have any questions, please just comment below and I'll try to answer them because I want this to be as short as possible, but I have a lot to go over. First thing is my favorite garlic press. It's from IKEA. We paid $3 for it. It's great because it's water or dishwasher proof, and the it comes out so you don't have to worry about poking through all the holes. And it's that Smart Human stuff, so there's no fingerprints, so you don't have to worry about it looking greasy or gross or garlicky, whatever. Perfect. Other thing that I got from IKEA that I highly recommend, we call them food condoms. Basically because it's like putting rubber on your food. So this is a large one. We use this for like half squashes, half grapefruits, anything that's like large. You could just put it over a bowl if you want to as well. This one is medium. We use this one specifically for onions. We do, obviously we wash them in between everything, but the onion smell does stay there just because it is so pungent. So what I normally do is I'll just stick soap in there with water and let it sit for like a day or two and then wash it, and that really helps get rid of the onion stench if I'm going to use it for something else. But this is why I want another set. So Canada, you need to open. We're like neighbors, and I need to come back to your IKEA and get more food condoms. Thank you. And then there's a small one. This is a cucumber. It's great for like lemons, limes, zucchinis, cucumbers. This has been in here for over a week, and it's still not squishy or gross. That's how great it is. No joke. Slicing things. Apple core. I'm sure a lot of you have it, but make sure that you put, like get a good one. Don't get the ones from the dollar store because those break. Trust me, I had them. This one is by Progressive. Probably got it from Bed Bath & Beyond. It has this on it so you don't actually cut whatever you're on, like your countertop, or if you're not on a cutting board, you could use this and it pops it up through, so then there's nothing like left over. It's great. Again, dishwasher safe. I do most of my gadgets by hand. Juicer, I just get the large one. Some people have small ones too, but I ain't got room for that. If you use a juicer, make sure you use it so the rind side is up. So like the rounded side is here. It's not flat with this, because then you're not going to get all the juice out. If you put it the other way, you're pushing it out. Think about it. It's a lot better that way. Pineapple core, I am very, very jealous of all my Aldi nerds who went there and got theirs for $5 because we paid $10 for ours from Bed Bath & Beyond. Here's a little tip. Make sure you measure it. Scott always forgets to measure the pineapple first, and then he never knows when to stop. And when you do measure it, stop a little bit before then, so then the juice doesn't go through the bottom. Because if you measure it to the bottom, you're going to cut through the bottom. Your juice is going to go everywhere. Keep the juice in there, and then drink it like me, or throw it in a drink like me, or do whatever you want with it, and then you could go back in and go a little bit deeper. It's great because it makes the perfect ringlets, and then you can just throw out, the outside of it. And then again, make sure you wash this right away because it is so grippy. Your pineapple will get stuck in there when it's dry, and it will be a bitch to get out, even after the dishwasher. If it's dried in there, honey, you need to let it soak before you let it come out. This is for watermelon. I use this part. This is what you use to cut it. You slice it this way, and then you turn it over and you pinch it this way to pull out the pieces. It's a lifesaver. And then even after you bring it out, you can still just use it to cut into squares. It's great. My mom got me this probably from Amazon a long time ago, so I don't know how much it is. Salads. If you're a salad lover like me, I really like them like scrunched up. Like I crunch them into everything. I know my pictures don't look that way, but once I take my picture, I put it back on the cutting board and I use this and I go like this because it blends all the flavors together. Make sure it's a double because then you do twice as much work with half the amount of energy. This one's great except for the ends. They actually really poke my hand, so I have to make sure my hands are up high enough. So that's a design flaw on them, but it's from Amazon, which means it's probably from China, which is probably why there's a design flaw. Just saying. But it's the only place I could find one. There wasn't like $50. It's insane. But this is great for salads. Melts all the flavors together. Like think of like a Greek salad with the chicken and the feta and the tomatoes and the onion and the pepper, and it's all melded together by just chopping it all up. Deliciousness. Guarantee you're gonna love it. This is an egg slicer. I'm sure you all have one. This is from my father-in-law, so it's probably from like 1962. Most eggs, right? It shows you how to put it in there. You put it in like this. If you're making egg salad, here's a little tip. Put it in this way first and then slice it. take it out, turn it around to this way, slice it again, and now you don't have to dice up your egg salad because it already is. Love you. Okay. Avocado slicer. This thing is fan-fucking-tastic. This cuts it open. This takes out the pit, and this slices it out. And then if you need to cut it smaller, which some people do, like I don't want thick slices in my salad, you can use this to cut it so you don't have to use another utensil. It's great. Again, dishwasher safe, but I use it by hand. I wash it by hand. $10, Bed Bath & Beyond. Use your 20% off coupon. I obviously shop there a lot. This guy, I don't know where I got him. I think my sister-in-law got him for him. I just found out today that he's a devil. Maybe that's why he's laughing. I use him to pull out the racks on my toaster oven that I used to have. Now I have an air fryer, or my oven, because you know sometimes when you have the pot holders, it'll get in there, like if it's something liquidy, and the last thing you want is to stick your pot holder in whatever you're eating. So use this guy, the little devil, and he'll pull it out for you. This is my favorite peeler that makes them like julienne. This is the one I just posted about. I don't know if you can see the teeth, it's kind of hard, but they're like funky teeth. This is great for like carrots, radishes, beets, papayas, mangoes, you know, anything like that, like zucchini, you know, like if you're gonna make like a cold slaw like salad, or even, what did I make? Well, coleslaw. Yeah, this is great. And I don't like big chunks of carrots or beets or radishes in my salad, but I don't mind them if they're this small, because then they're not like chunks. You know what I mean? Like they're too hard to have like that big a chunk. This is great. This was $6 from Bed Bath & Beyond. This is my favorite zester / small hand grater. This is from Core. It's great at zesting lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, anything. Easy peasy cleanup. I have so many that don't work when they only have one job. Why don't they work? I don't know. This one works great though. Again, Bed Bath & Beyond. Next thing we're going to talk about real quick are my knives. My sister-in-law gave me a Cutco set for Christmas one year, and I love it. I use most of them almost every day. I just don't use the forks that come with it because, I mean, I don't really do pulled pork. But you don't have to get Cutco knives, but you need a knife like this. Butcher knife, chef knife, I don't know what it is. It's a great knife. You use it for your vegetables, you can use it for your fruit, you can use it for your meat if you want to. We use this one for our meat because I like to keep things separate. And this one's perfect, cuts right through it. I mean like right through it. No problems whatsoever. Fantastic. Paring knife for my small fruits and veggies. I use this always on my lemons and limes every single day. Just love it. And then for bread or tomatoes, I use this one. I do have a long one if I have like a longer loaf of bread or whatever, but we don't really eat bread. But this is great for tomatoes. So if you need one for tomatoes, shout out to Marie Ryer who gave us our house, sold us our house. She gave us this, which just happened to match my set, so that's fantastic. You obviously can't sharpen this by yourself, but you can get it sharpened. It doesn't mush your tomatoes. So when you cut it, it doesn't go everywhere. It's fantastic. And then while you're at it, get the sharpener. This is also from Cutco. I have a different brand in my drawer. Never use it because it doesn't work as good as Cutco knives. Again, I don't work for them. I just buy them for my family and friends. But I never bought any for myself until my sister-in-law finally got me one for Christmas, and it's fantastic. So now on to cute little, I don't know, appliances. This is an egg maker. This thing's great because you could set it and forget it. It makes the loudest noise ever when it's done. You can poach them. You can have hard, soft, or medium boiled eggs. And this is for poaching, this one here. And then you put your eggs in here, so it does up to 6 for your hard boiled. You fill up the cup of water on how you want it, hard, medium, or soft, and then you plug it in. Once you plug it in, the timer starts, and once it's done, it makes a really loud noise. Make sure you have your ice bath ready the second you plug it in, because when it's done, you know you have to cool them down right away. If you don't know that, do it. You cool them down right away in the ice bath for about 10 seconds. You can leave them in there for longer if you need to, but at least 10 seconds, and then the shell comes right off. Right off. The only other thing I gotta show you guys are my Ninja. I use this bad boy every day for my drinks, my protein shakes that you see me talking about. This is how I make it. I bought more cups and lids because I use it every single day, but you can also use baking stuff in there if you're a large family. If you're a small family, I have a smaller Ninja. this is what I use to make like Scott's pancakes in, my pico in every single day. I make guacamole in here. I make a lot of stuff in here because it's just for me and him, but it can definitely fill enough for like a family of 4. So if you're like a family of 6, you might want to use the other taller Ninja. But if you're smaller, this is perfect. And everything again is dishwasher safe. And the best thing about this Ninja is that it turns into a zoodle maker. So I have the spaghetti blade in there now, but I also have fettuccine, and they do sell more blades, but it's great because you just put it on like this, and then you put your zucchini or carrot or whatever squash, potato that you want zoodled, and it goes down into there, and it's fan-fucking-tastic. And it saves your arm all the energy from using those handheld ones or the ones that go like this. Yeah. And it's, again, dishwasher safe. And then last, but absolutely not least, is my air fryer. This is the Cuisinart TOA 65, not the 60. That one has more dials. This one has more buttons. It does everything from toast, bagel, bake, broil, pizza, roast, dehydrate, proof, low, reheat, warm, and air fry. And then you can also do a dual cook. So you could do 2 different temperatures at once. I know, right? We had to get this one because I'm vegetarian, Scott's not, and I'm not trying to make his steak in the same rack as my veggie burger. So thankfully with this one, there's 2 racks. So we can do my veggie burger up top and his steak down below, or we could do 2 different kinds of vegetables, whatever we need to do. I saw like the egg-shaped ones before, tried them. My friend had one, my mom had one, tried them both. They were good, but they don't fit enough for just me and Scott. How do they fit enough for a family of 4? Like I would make his French fries and then he would eat them while mine were cooking. No, that's like going to a bad restaurant and then fucking up your food, and then one person's eating while the other one's waiting, and then the other one gets to watch the other one eat. Not cool. So if you don't want to do that, you could get that one. I did hear that Williams-Sonoma has a really good one, but it's twice as much. You know who you are that bought that one. You cray-cray, but I hope it works great. But if you want one for half the price, this one is around $200. Now I think it's $280 because people are buying it more because of Corona, but just wait, it'll probably go on sale. And it's great for when it's hot out and you really want to bake something, but you don't want your house to get really hot. You could bake it in there. I baked so many casseroles and stuff in there, and it doesn't get hot in here. It's fantastic. So that's about everything that I have for my must-have kitchen gadgets. I know I spoke really, really fast, but I wanted it to keep it under 13 minutes, and I'm worried about there. So if you have any questions, message me, whatever you need to do, and happy cooking. Bye, guys.